I show as many FIFA 21 trading methods as I possibly can on this channel, but the hard truth is that not everyone is able to be a trader. There are certain skills and certain things that you can do to help become a successful trader. This is the stuff that I've learned over the years of playing FIFA and trying to learn how to trade. In all honesty, I wouldn't say that I'm 100% of the way there to doing everything, but I understand that these are important skills to learn when you are trying to become a trader, and if you do understand them, you could be on your way to be making millions of coins in FIFA 21. Before I do get into the video and break down the skills that you must master for you to be making millions of coins in Ultimate Team, if you enjoy the content here and you want to see some more from me, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. We are uploading videos weekly on FIFA 21 and we'll soon be moving to FIFA 22 as new information will start to be revealed next month, and that's when things start flowing in for FIFA 22. But getting back into the video, I never used to be able to trade in FIFA. I would always end up buying players and selling them for less than what I actually paid for. It always ended up being this way no matter if I traded or invested, but I took it upon myself to learn, and now the number one way that I make coins is by trading. It did take me a very long time to learn. We're talking about this taking years, but it can be broken down into 5 skills and things that you can do to help you become a successful trader. These are in no particular order, but all of them are important. The first one is being patient. This is the number one thing every trader says you must have when you attempt to trade on FIFA. You must have patience. This skill is required when it comes to finding deals, actually bidding on the deals, and then also selling them on. When you watch trading videos on this channel or from some of your favorite FIFA traders, it does take quite some time to put everything together. We're talking about trying to find a good trading method, using that trading method for a couple hours, getting the deals, and then also selling them on, only for you to then record all of that footage, put it into a video, edit it, voiceovers of what we do here on this channel, and then finally upload it to YouTube, where you have to go do all your tags, descriptions, titles, thumbnails. It is a very long process. But what you see as the end result is only a 5-10 minute video, giving the impression that it doesn't take too long for you to actually win some of these deals, sell them on very quickly for you to make some very easy and quick coins. This unfortunately is not the case. There are trading methods that will take 10 to 15 minutes just for you to find one deal, and that's not necessarily you winning the deal, that's just finding something that could potentially be good. There are times where you go through this whole process, find something that could potentially be something very good that can make you loads of coins, and unfortunately someone gets there way before you. This happens all the time, so you need to have patience when trying to find some of these deals. And finally, you do also need patience when it comes to listing these players. In a 10-minute video, I would show you what type of trading method we're using, putting that trading method into action where I'm able to win players, and then also listing and selling those players. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen within 10 minutes. There are times when I've been trading with bronze, silver, or even higher rated expensive special cards like icons, and they've taken a couple days, some even up to 2 weeks to sell. The end result still gives me profit, but it still takes a lot of time, and you do need to have the patience to keep on relisting. The next thing to talk about is about diversifying. This is a word that gets thrown around all the time in your different finance movies, but no one actually really thinks about in FIFA because, well, we're talking about a game here and it being FIFA. But it is a very smart idea to do so. You don't want to put all your coins into one trade just in case, in the previous example, where the trade could take up to 2 weeks to sell. That's 2 weeks where you have no coins to do anything with. So you actually have to go back to playing some matches, getting 400, 500 coins per match, and slowly building this up to go back to some of the very easy and simple trading methods. We are not able to make tens of thousands of coins, you're only able to make a couple hundred coins. So by diversifying and having multiple trades going all at the exact same time puts you in a much better position. You could be in a situation where if you bought one player, you're able to make 100,000 coins. Whereas if you bought 5 players, you're able to make 20,000 coins on each player. It's still the exact same end result. You're making 100k here. But with 5 players, it's so much safer. You might get one of those 5 players that does take 2 weeks to sell, but the likelihood of all 5 of those players taking 2 weeks to sell is probably never going to happen, unless you've made a very bad trade on all 5 of these players. Moving on to point number 3, it is a good idea for you to understand the patterns. This is the weekly routines and upcoming key events. If you know the key events that's going to happen within the future, you can prepare and you can make millions out of them if you invest and use your coins wisely. A very good example of this is Team of the Season. Team of the Season happens every single year, and here on this channel, when we first started everything, the first lot of videos that I went through was telling you how to prepare for Team of the Season. I explained the rough dates and what you can do at the current moment for you to stack packs, store them in your club, and save them for when Team of the Season was released. Finally, when Team of the Season came round, that's when I told you to open all the packs you've managed to save from SBCs, Division Rivals, Squad Battles, Foot Champions. Everything that you had stored into your club, you're now able to open. In the time that I was preparing, I only managed to save about 100-200 packs. But my plan was to save them for the Premier League Team of the Season. When the Premier League Team of the Season was finally released, I opened all my packs. And quite a few of them, I was able to pack some of these Premier League Team of the Season players, some of them being untradeable, some of them being tradable, but both of them added millions to my club. Now this is just a Team of the Season example. There are loads of different promos that happen throughout the year. If you know they're coming, you can prepare for them, understand the patterns, and you could be making hundreds of thousands or even millions of coins. Very similar to this, we move on to point number 4. This all comes down to timing. Timing is vital when it comes to trading in FIFA Ultimate Team. You could use a trade method at a very bad time of the day and you can make absolutely nothing, find no deals whatsoever. But using that exact same trade method with the exact same parameters at peak time, you're able to make a lot more trades, bringing in loads of different players every single hour, all of them giving you loads of coins. In a previous video, I did talk about the best time to trade within FIFA 21. We broke down every day of the week and we broke down the best times to trade during each day. If you do want to see that, there will be a link in the description down below, as well as a card on screen right now, which you can click and it'll take you directly to that video. Unfortunately, we can't cover everything again here on this video because it would end up being 20 minutes long. But as a basic overview, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday are the best days that you can trade. And if you're trading anywhere between 6 PM to 8 PM, this is peak conditions. This is when there's the most active players on the game, and it also results in there being the most active live trades on the game, allowing you to hopefully find some very good deals. And finally, the last thing to talk about is understanding the meta. This is what is the best trading method at that specific time. Depending what's going on with EA and the events taking place on Ultimate Team and in real life, it can affect the best trading method to use for that current day or that week. Back when Team of the Season was taking place, we were getting new Team of the Seasons every week. The meta during this time period was to trade on Friday between the hours of 6 PM to 9 PM. A lot of people, especially the first couple of weeks, were opening loads of packs that they either saved, spent coins on, or spent real money on. The market was flooded with loads of players. As a trader, this was amazing because we were able to get deals way below market value and there were no competition as everyone was opening packs. The meta was to trade during this time every Friday. And that is exactly how I created a video of 250k in one day, because I used a bulk bidding method to get loads of rare golds at 650 coins, listed them at 1,800 coins, and they sold very quickly, giving me just over 1,000 coins profit on each trade. Now I only had to do that with 250 players, which might sound like a lot, but it really isn't. Not in the current conditions of Team of the Season, as there was over 1.5 million live trades going at every single moment. As the night went on, I made less and less as less players were opening packs and starting to pay attention to the market. But it was still crazy with how many coins I was making by putting no effort in whatsoever. Unfortunately, this meta no longer exists, but as this now changes, there is a new meta in play. Because of the way EA have changed the way we open packs to be previews first and coins later, I do believe that this is now the new meta. It's not so much trading, but every single day you can log on to Ultimate Team, go over to the pack section and quickly preview all the different packs that are available. The chance of you getting someone good is still pretty slim, but this is costing you absolutely nothing just to preview the packs that are there. If you do get something good, being a festival or football player, a high rated rare gold player, or maybe something completely different for that week as special cards, you could be making hundreds of thousand coins, maybe even millions of coins depending what you get. And all you need to do is just log on daily, take just a couple minutes to preview the packs and make a decision whether or not it's worth it to buy or just to skip over it. If you don't get anything good and you're unlucky like me, then that's perfectly fine. You could carry on with the rest of your day doing what you're doing, but the following day you could do the exact same thing. Head over to your packs, quickly check what's available and make a decision whether or not it's worth it to buy. This is the new meta, but as we get into the summer and things start to die down for FIFA 21, player prices plummet and there's no good promos available because EA just aren't bothering to push anything, that's when this meta will die out and there'll be something completely different. And when FIFA 22 comes out at the beginning, there will also be a completely different meta. As long as you understand the meta that's available at the time, you could be making loads of coins. But anyway guys, these are 5 different vital skills that you must learn for you to be able to become a good trader in Ultimate Team. This is a great way for you to make coins if you understand any of these skills. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see ya.